what happens then?
Wow.
Do you tilt him? Like, I feel like he was talking about like nerves and being calm, trying to be calmer than yesterday. So does that mean he has a lower threshold for mental gymnastics that Ken can present?
Hey, I don't. Maybe we'll find out.
Let me see it, KungMartin.
Veggey holding on to a spot. We're trying to win it, and KungMartin suddenly bursts out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm a fan of Veggey's, right? But I want to see him overcome this mental hurdle.
Okay. Trigger 2's out. A lot of damage on deck now. You can see this. Oh, boy, this is big.
There he is, yeah.
That range right there is so important for Birdie, where he can outrange what Ken wants to do, and in particular with Trigger 2, deal a ton of damage out of it. So Ken,
oh, boy, that's what I'm talking about. You know how often KungMartin tried to go for that in the previous match we've seen? He had dropped a couple. He just did jump roundhouse. Oh, you could have chased that down with
it could have. It would have been sick, no doubt, no doubt. Oh no! No! You guys, what were we talking about before the match started?
Oh,
no,
there it is again!
He wanted the air dive kick, you guys. Easier said than done, everybody. If you're watching at home and you're like, oh, I would be fine in CPT top 8.
I'm
come
choking
on,
it up too, man.
Yeah, come on.
That's
Not
me
easy.
on the screen now. KungMartin, you are channeling your inner vicious, but keep your hair. But as it stands right now, again, KungMartin and Veggey, for that matter, both having some significant troubles
in
regards to what the mind wants and what the body executes.
KungMartin trying to be outside of that Birdie range. Okay.
Spend it.
Yes.
Yeah, totally agree with this. You do get Oki after this. What happens? Oh!
Oh, but he misses. And then tries to force it a little too much against Birdie with the great crouching strong. Veggey was there for the reaction. And Veggey knows anything's going to do it. Yeah, catching KungMartin trying to walk back. You got to say, for KungMartin, there were some moments in both rounds where it was more doable than what we saw actually come out. He had the hit there on that Tatsu into getting the business started with Trigger. He had the corner for a little while. He had it in round number 1. He had the chance to punish Birdie big time for the error in the end of round number 1, and just none of those did he get. Now, last time, as you referenced, in the top 16, at the beginning when we saw him, he looked shaky. He looked nervous. By the end of that day, he of course qualified for the top 8, looking really strong. So hopefully he can settle down here.
And you see him also kind of fishing with crouching heavy punch as a bait tool, a buffer tool, which is pretty uncommon. I actually like that idea to catch maybe like some of the heavier normals, maybe interact with a stand heavy punch in a funky manner. But more often than not, that is a high recovery move. You're looking to get whiff punish instead for your troubles, but now Veggey, again, playing in a more compact spot. A lot of the mediums are landing back to this heavy zone. Yeah, he gets to hold it as well, testing the reaction of KungMartin, but it's just the boiling point. Not going to be reached. Hits him with the bubblegum. No, nothing actually. Just a point to move forward with.
Yes. A shield to hide behind. Veggey now at a minimum, looking for the closer, one of the classic closers in this game. Crouching jab from Birdie.
He's begging KungMartin to walk into the range of low-medium kick, but instead it is by the jump.
You got to say, Veggey's doing a great job at playing the kind of cautious game that I think he identified that he needed.
Yeah, I think he got all the nerves out of the way in the first round.
I mean, end of round 1, I think it was. Bad news. Since then, he's really been settled down.
I think had that gone in KungMartin's way, I think Veggey would be playing a different type of very to this point. Nothing behind the crouching heavy punch. He actually just throws it to throw it.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah. We did see him whiff punish against the jury last time.
Oh!
Looked for a little bigger.
That could have been a pretty significant whiff punish. Oh, speaking of whiff punishes, Veggey utilizing that standing medium punch at the perfect range.
I would have thought that Ken can do like Fierce DP when he blocks stand Fierce kind of close-ish situation that we've seen several times so far.
Not the charged one, though. I don't think the charged one. Gives a little bit of difference.
Oh! Man pressed Fierce and then crouching jab, expecting KungMartin to move in. That was so good from Veggey.
It makes sense. Technically, that's a spacing trap, right?
Sure, yeah. I mean, well, if you expect the opponent to bring out something slow, right? If you're looking for them to dash in, or if you're looking for them to press a heavy button, okay.
I would see that more. Like, yeah, again, you're buffering it either way.
-6 on block is that Fierce, right?
100%.
So you're stealing a 10-frame gap, I guess.
Yeah. What about charged, by the way?
It's still -6.
No way. I thought it was different.
Yeah, so
That
did I.
sucks.
That's why I looked it up just now, to be
that's kinda
honest. It still is -6.
That's actually pretty rough. I'm not going to lie. I understand Mena RD's gripes a little bit more now.
Ooh! Veggey was ready. KungMartin continues to look for something to get started with. And unfortunately, when he has had those hits, here's a chance. Here's a chance. No, you didn't even get the sentence out, friend.
A little bit of nerves.
The nerves, yeah,
Watch out for
clearly.
the throw. Throw will do it.
Because, like, clearly the strength is there. Clearly the skill is there. He knows what to do. He's not getting it. You got to feel for him on that.
It's in your hands now, brother.
Right.
That was sick.
Right.
Veggey was like he was waiting for that to happen. KungMartin again showing off that card that he was jumping around. He had done like a jump medium kick earlier, just completely missed the mark. Opted to do it again, but Veggey again, he was just waiting in the waters.
As we've seen so many times. Okay, KungMartin.
There we go.
Look, if playing calmly and stably, no. Oh, it's going to be a tough one for him to look back on and think it's going to be a tough one.
Oh, and that's a lot of damage. This is going to lead to a guess for game scenario, if I'm not mistaken. You get to dash up and potentially command grab for game.
There was Wake Up Tatsu here last time, nothing.
Even closer to that win condition. Veggey just one medium or a heavy button away. Oh, that's huge.
Okay, gotta make it count.
There we go. That's huge damage and huge corner carry.
Oh. He was very light on the pressure.
Yeah, peppering in the stand.